What's up y'all, how y'all doing? Yesterday I saw this video and I wondered, could I try and could it possibly succeed? But first I gotta know how to make my own Slade exciter if I remember correctly.
I saw a video on how to make a Slayer exciter circuit, and I was intrigued about it. But first, this is the schematic of the Slayer exciter circuit. Maybe I will make a feature video about how exactly this circuit works.
Alright, now I have assembled it. Yeah, it's in the middle. Anyway, alright, now let's turn it on. You see, when I turn it on, it glows. Good. Which means it might be working. Okay, now I turn off the light and let's turn it on. Ooh, you see that? Yeah, this is a wireless kind of power transmission through the air. You see? By the way, things that I forgot to mention. While doing this, if you're using a transistor known as 2N2222, you're gonna need a lot of it, because while you're experimenting on it, you're gonna kill a bunch of it. Here I killed about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 transistors, because they all blow eventually. And also be careful when you try to ground yourself. If you touch the Tesla coil by your hand, the transistor will die. And that's why we need an alternative. So I'm gonna be watching this this video on YouTube and try to judge if it actually works. Well, we can actually skip the part where he tried to design the Tesla coil. Okay, on a video there's 2 capacitors. Okay, what's gonna do with it? Okay, a potentiometer. I guess I have one. And a 330R. Whoops. Anyway, let's just put it on forward. Okay. He made the capacitors in parallel. I mean in series. He connected the capacitors in series. I don't know why he does that, but what is the in series? Hold on. According to this formula, the amount of capacitance, the output, the total capacitance will be about 1.65 microfarad. I currently don't have that value, but just to approximate a bit, I'm gonna be using a 2.2 microfarad. And that seems to be sufficient. Okay, he was soldering it kind of. Okay, he connected one end to the other end. Okay, he connected the end of the he connected the end of the Tesla coil, or the coil in general, to one end, and that to that, and I guess it's finished. And connecting it to a 12 volt. Okay, now enough. Now let me just put it all together and see what will happen. And by the way, I'm not gonna solder, I'm just gonna use my breadboard. Okay, now I've connected everything correctly, and also I've checked that if everything is connected right, and it is connected right. Now, okay, I'm gonna turn it on and see what will happen. Right now I'm working at 12 volts. Nope, there is nothing. Well, I think that this circuit doesn't work. Yeah, which means it's fake. Let me see if I have another solution. Okay, here I made another circuit that I found on the internet, but the same thing. I run it on 12 volt, and when I connect it, there's no current. There's no current draw when I connect this thing. Oh, man, I wasted a lot of time building this. Yeah. Yeah, which means, FYI, you should not always trust the circuits that you see online. Well, after a disappointing endeavor, I couldn't find a suitable circuit that could replace this puny ass transistor or a BJT. Well, certainly did not work for me, but for you guys, if the circuits that I shown before, those circuit drawings, if it works for you, please tell me in the comments, okay? I depend on you, okay? And also don't forget to share, subscribe, and like my comments. Oh yeah, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Well, for all time's sake, I'm gonna turn it on with this old puny ass 2N222N BJT, I think. Ooh, nice glow. Yeah, nice. You see one thing, you see when I block it,